Doctor, I've got no board space. That is the plan with today's deck guide. We have a guide here for a deck that is trying to absolutely choke your opponent out of being able to play to their side of the board at all. Let's break down how it plays out. We are, I suppose, headlining Dr. Octopus here, a card that I've just recently been able to add to the collection. He's slotting into our have some crap deck archetype in place of Ronin after the Ronin nerf, and being able to pull 4 random cards from the opponent's hand to their side of the location gives us a lot of flexibility in how we want to play this out. There is a potential of where if you just pull 4 cards out of the opponent's hand, you can absolutely brick their game plan because the cards get played in a random order. They're not necessarily able to activate in the way that the opponent wants to be able to get all the value out of them that they need. And so just pulling cards can be detrimental to your opponent even though they're hitting the board for free. But with this deck, we can also very accurately create situations where the opposing side of that board is completely filled up, and then we're playing a 5-10 for a very premium stat line. Pairing up with Doc Ock here, we have Shang-Chi. Doc Ock able to pull all those cards to the opponent's side of the board, often including their big 6-cost finisher that just tees them up for Shang-Chi to be able to destroy them. So we really love having Shang-Chi here. And then the rest of this deck excels at being able to choke out the opponent's side of the board. So we have Black Widow throwing in the Spider Bite to their side. We have Mojo gaining power when both sides of the location are completely filled up. We have Viper, who's looking to send across the Hood, also looking to send across rocks from Debrii. Debrii will be able to put rocks on the opponent's side, our side as well. Then Viper can clear some of those rocks. Carnage can come in and be able to eat the rocks or eat the Hood. So Carnage and Viper trying to target the exact same cards here. We have Sunspot to be able to keep on absorbing extra energy to get larger, be able to scale out of what the opponent is able to do if all of the cards at a location are filled up. Green Goblin sailing over to the opponent's side of the board. Maximus is here as a very efficient 3-drop. Who cares if the opponent has a lot of cards in hand if they're not able to have the space to play them to the board? Finally, we have a Magik here taking things into turn 7 because we're anticipating a board state where the opponent is very limited in where they're able to play, and because we have Carnage and Viper, we have better options than them and we'll be able to outplay them in that turn 7. Diving into our first match here to show how the deck plays out. I've got the deck list up above, and I'll read all the comments down below. So if you guys want to talk card substitutions, deck optimization, anything, snap down below. I would love to follow up with you guys. Also, on the channel, we have made a parody of a honest trailer for Marvel Snap. It was a ton of fun to put together. Very different than what the kind of content that the channel usually puts out. But if you guys want to have a laugh, post some of the jokes that maybe we missed, give that one a look. It was a lot of fun to be able to make. Opponent has not played anything here, which could seriously be to their detriment as we start to take away their board space for them. With the Spider Bite coming in from Black Widow, Debrii giving the rocks. Lady Sif cutting the Apocalypse. This is actually quite good. A self-discard matchup. They want to be able to get a big Apocalypse, but they also want to be able to get Swarm. And if they don't have enough space to be able to play out Swarm, they're going to be at a severe disadvantage. Also, if we can call where the Apocalypse is going with the Shang-Chi, we just win. We're going to have Viper kick the rock across, and then the Demon follow up behind. Let's see, what are they going to play to? They're going into Wakandan Embassy. They have the Wong, using Wong to be able to get double triggers on all of their self-discard activations. What if I just said I don't want this to happen? Doc Ock absolutely destroys the self-discard idea because you can pull their key engine cards of Apocalypse or Swarm to the board, and those cards have to stay in hand for the deck to be able to get value from them. Let's see what we get. We got the Apocalypse. Yes, the Collector, Colleen Wing here, cutting the Swarm. The Swarm got buffed by the Wakandan Embassy. Normally a dream scenario for them. In this situation, they're going to be floundering a little bit. I don't see the Collector being able to get large enough to take the win here. Shang-Chi comes down, kills the Apocalypse. We already snapped. Give the opponent the GG. Is this the best showcase of what? Oh, an insult to injury on the way out to Chavez. Getting nuked. Oh, man. What a game. diving into a next one, and I am loving our opening hand here. If you guys are loving the Marvel Snap content, see how I had that segue there? You can subscribe to the channel. You can leave a like to promote this to the rest of the community. And this is where we can pop. Ooh, which one do I want to play? It's more energy efficient to be able to drop the Viper and kick the Hood, but then I want to keep on playing the Demon to the cloning vest to be able to copy that as many times. The more demons I play, the more likely we are to win. I'll take the 1 energy, 6 power efficiency every day of the week. Let's go Black Widow as well. Lost Diablos could actually destroy cloning vats, and then we won't be able to get very much benefit from it. Still, a couple demons is better than none. Let's see, where does the opponent want to play? They're rocking the Cerebro avatar. Are they actually going to be a Cerebro list? They're looking to try and get something copied here from the cloning vats. It's a Debrii. We've got a mirror match. All right, now I need to be able to find... I need to be able to find Carnage very quickly. Otherwise, this mirror match... Oh, we got it. Okay. There is a chance. We did lose cloning vats. I'll play Mojo. Is it Mojo on left? It's probably Mojo on left. Challenge the opponent to be able to surmount us. I don't know. Maybe that's not the better play. I'd like to be able to figure something out for the negative zone. But it could just be Carnage. To be able to clear the rock away, consolidate some power. We've got the Khazar to be able to buff. Okay, so Debrii could be running. It could be a moderately altered deck here. Ooh. Doc Ock pulling everything into the negative zone. Is that better than the Carnage? It could be. We could play the Carnage on left to be able to open up some space. Okay. Come on, pulling some good stuff. Oh, the copied Debrii. Yes. You did copy a Debrii, and there's the Ultron. So now the opponent has no turn 6 plays. Their board is locked down. And you know what that means? That means we win. We just win, my friends. Like so, like so. You snap. The Mojo is going to trigger and be able to give us the power. Debrii is here just as a 0. And Doc Ock wins another one. Ooh, we've got the Nexus. So many shenanigans that you can play around with here. We have actually got a great list to be able to win with the Nexus. Now, let me know down in the comments, how have you guys been using Doc Ock? I've had quite the learning curve. We were trying him on stream, and it was not going well. As well as a plug for the stream, if you subscribe to the channel, we stream right here on YouTube, do deck testing, and play around with different things, be able to take the chat's advice on things to test out how to mold the decks, and it's just a fun time hanging out. We've got the Angela. Angela is going to be quite sad as the Green Goblin chokes away one of the spaces that the opponent wants to play to be able to give her the buff. And then we're going to have Debrii come in and give him a rock as well. It's going to be a whole thing. The Doc Ock can lock stuff up. Yeah, we have good options. Good options all around. There's Widow's Bite. Mysterio comes in. You have to assume that the true Mysterio is playing right here to the Nexus, so that's +5 that the opponent will have at the end of the turn, or at the end of the game, that we need to be able to factor in. We do have Shang-Chi here. I feel like the Debrii could be the best play. Maybe the opponent doesn't want to lock off this Nexus spot right away. Well, now it's gone. They can no longer play to the Nexus, and we can play everything that we possibly want and get the power distributed to every single location. The opponent is at 0, which is actually 5 because of Mysterio. But we are suddenly getting 10, and as long as you just play to the Nexus because it's distributed to all the other locations, we don't care what they play at those locations, we will be able to win the game. They do have the Nova here to be able to destroy and then get a distributed buff, so +4 to all of these cards. That's going to be very useful for them. They play here with the Killmonger. Opening up a lot of space, actually, getting the rocks away. Okay, the opponent is going to make it a game. They're going to make a game of it. Carnage clearing these away, as we suspected. Doc Ock, what are you going to pull? We're just not letting the opponent get the break, and they have the -2 hood. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Then we just play like so, and end turn. Yeah, Mojo is not doing a lot, I understand. But the Maximus is, and it's better than playing... Well, hang on, we actually do play the Hood, because then it's +6 on the Mojo, even though it's -2 from the Hood. Yep, we almost missed that one. Almost missed that one, but we got it. How close are they going to make it? And why did they play to Fisk Tower? They have Sarah and a Demon. Okay. Here's a +5 on the Mysterio. It distributes, but they ended up with only 6 power at the Nexus because we just wouldn't let them catch a break after the Debris and the Doc Ock. My gosh, it's a nasty, nasty control deck. Here is the deck list in all of its glory. I absolutely love how this one plays out. You have so much control. You're able to hit the opponent in a way that it's very unlikely for them to be able to counter. And then even if they're running the self-destruction archetype, which is able to clear away the junk that you're giving them, you have the Shang-Chi, which is the premier counter card up against that matchup. So I really don't think that this deck has any bad matchups. Teddy Ninja, seal of approval, you can climb with this deck. Let me know in the comments how it works for you if you guys give it a try. Till next time, thank you guys for watching and keep on snapping.